Proximity animation comes with a bit of complexity and various code errors, but in this tutorial, I will show you the easiest way to achieve this proximity text animation in After Effects. Even if you are a beginner, this video will help you a lot. Hello everyone, welcome back to another exciting After Effects tutorial. In today's video, I will show you how to prepare text in Illustrator and animate a reactive text in After Effects. You'll also learn about advanced expressions, use of sliders, and some pro tips waiting for you. So without further ado, let's get started. First of all, I'll show you how to prepare text in Illustrator, and then we'll move into After Effects to animate this text. First, select the text tool and write anything you want. Then, I align it to the center. Next, right-click on the text and select Create Outlines, so our text is converted into shapes. Change the color of the text randomly. This is just for reference. Then deselect the shape and select the line tool. Next, make a horizontal line like this, making sure it's big enough to cover the text width. Increase the stroke to around 8 pixels. Duplicate this line and place it below the text. Select both lines and go to the Object menu. Under the Blend option, select Make. Again, go to Object, Blend, and choose Blend Options, so a pop-up box opens. Next, change spacing to Specified Steps. Change the steps number to 30. Check the preview before confirming. If you need fewer lines, you can change the steps number. For me, 30 is good enough. Click OK. Next, go to Object, Blend, Expand. Next, go to Object, Path, and choose Outline Stroke to change our stroke line into a normal shape. Carefully select all the elements, including the text shape. Select the Shape Builder tool. By default, you'll see a plus icon next to the cursor, but we need to change it to a minus symbol. Hold Alt on the keyboard, and it will change to a minus symbol, which is what we want. Next, hold Alt on the keyboard and drag the mouse in the blank space where you want to remove the lines. This way, you can remove the unwanted shapes. Zoom in a bit so you can see better. Remove the unwanted shapes carefully. If you forget to hold Alt on the keyboard, the shapes will join together. So, make sure you hold Alt while moving the cursor. Let's quickly finish this. Next, you can hide the text layer and lock it if you wish. We don't need it anymore. Now comes the important part. I am going to cut this shape randomly, but only vertically, not horizontally. To do this, I'm using the Knife tool. Select the Knife tool, then hold Alt on the keyboard and try to make a straight vertical line. This is the only thing you do manually, so take your time and cut the shape as per your convenience. A quick tip at this point: if you need more small elements in the animation, make lots of cuts. If you need bigger elements, make fewer cuts. Alright, I just finished the cutting process. Next, simply ungroup them. Now you can see we created individual elements of the text. Let's move to the final steps. You can see there are lots of layers, and we have to separate them into individual layers. Click on Layer 1, then click the small icon, then click the 3 lines. Choose Release to Layers Sequence. This will convert each element into an individual layer. Next, select all the layers inside Layer 1. Carefully drag them out of Layer 1. Then, you can delete Layer 1 and the text layer. Lastly, don't forget to save this file. To save the file, go to File and select Save as Illustrator File. That's it. We successfully prepared the text. Let's dive into After Effects. So, we are in After Effects. Let's import the Illustrator file we just created. Select the file you want to import and make sure you choose Composition, Retain Layer Sizes. When importing this Illustrator file, it might take some time because we have many individual layers in the file. So don't worry about it. Once it's imported, open the composition. Let me turn on the transparency so you can see the text. Now, select all the layers and convert them into shape layers. If it takes time, don't worry, it's normal. Once the layers are converted, select one of the Illustrator layer's color labels and choose Select Label Group to select all layers with the same label color. Now, you can delete all the Illustrator layers together in one go. Next, select all the layers and change their color to white so we can see them on the black background. Alright, now I'm going to add a null object, and this is going to be our proximity controller. Rename this null object as proximity control. Important point: do not make spelling mistakes. Go to the effects panel and search for slider control. Simply apply it to this layer. Duplicate this slider 3 times. Rename the first slider as max distance. Rename the second slider as max offset. Rename the third slider as randomness. And rename the fourth slider as overshoot. These are going to be our controllers, so don't make spelling mistakes. Next, I'm going to put some values in the sliders. Use 100 for max distance, 90 for max offset, randomness around 20, and overshoot 20 as well. We can also change these settings later. Alright, now select the first shape layer and open the position properties. Now I'm going to add an expression into this property. You can find this expression link in the description below. To add an expression, hold Alt on the keyboard and click on the stopwatch to open the expression window. Simply paste the expression here and click anywhere to confirm. Alright, pay attention to this point. Right-click the position of this shape layer. Copy the expression only. Next, select all the layers except layer 1 and layer 2, then paste it to the rest of the layers. Now, if I move the null object, you can see the reaction of the text. Let's change the slider's values to enhance the look. I set the randomness to 200, max offset around 60, max distance to 80. Now it's looking more natural. Next, I'm showing you how to get color variations into it. So, as the example, I create a basic animation using the null object. Then I select all the layers and pre-compose them. Name this comp white. Check the box and click OK. Now go to the project panel and duplicate the white composition. Rename this one as red. Repeat this and rename the next one as yellow. Place these compositions below the white composition. Then add fill effects to the red and yellow compositions and change their colors. If you want a more random look, go to each composition and change the slider's values to get a random look. After that, let's see the animation preview. It's looking good. With this technique, you can do lots of things. Just experiment and play with the values, and you can create amazing proximity animations. If you enjoyed this video and want to support the channel, consider buying me a coffee. Your support makes a big difference and helps me keep creating awesome content. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.